Hey y'all, happy Friday. I hope everybody is doing great today. It's hot, but I hope everybody is doing wonderful. I hope you all had a great week. Oh, I don't think be calling me right when the live starts. I hope it didn't. I think it kicked off my iPad. But hey y'all, hope everybody's doing well. As you guys saw with the thumbnail and the title, tonight we're going to be talking a little bit about DTF. And before we get started, I just want to say thanks to ProColored for sponsoring tonight's live, because if it were not for ProColored, I might not be on live tonight. Okay, so we set this up, and I'm excited to be here with y'all tonight. So we are going to be looking at the K13. Today is the actual launch date or launch day for the K13 DTF printer by ProColored. It's a K13 Lite. And today is the launch day, and they do have some specials going on that they wanted me to talk to you guys about. And they even gave us 3 gift cards. So we're going to be doing a giveaway. So if you guys are able to type in the chat, please let me know if this is on subscribers only mode, because I think I put it on subscribers only mode. That was not a part of like the plan, but that's a part of my plan, because if you are interested in a DTF printer and you are a subscriber to this channel, I definitely want you to have priority in winning one of these gift cards. So please let me know if it says that. But that's what we're going to be doing today. We have 3 gift cards to give away. So we have one $300 gift card, one $200 gift card, and one $100 gift card to go towards a printer if that's what you choose. Or it could go, it's for ProColored. So if you're not looking for a DTF printer, if you are not interested in it, please do not enter into the giveaway, because I want it for someone who actually may want to do it. It may not be today, may not be tomorrow, but somebody who may actually want a DTF printer. Or if you already have a ProColored printer and you want to buy ink or something like that, you can certainly use the gift card for other things. I think so. So in addition to that, if you get a printer from ProColored, you can also use my discount code CRAFTABLETHINGS, all one word, all together, and you will get $100 off of the machine. And right now it's at a lower price. The price I think now is about $1,900, $1,899, $1,899. Let me say it correctly. And they're going to be shipping out soon. So there is still kind of pre-orderish, but you will be getting it maybe like within a month. Let me look. They did tell me the dates, but y'all know I just got home from work. Okay, well, maybe like an hour ago, but I was trying to at least make it look decent. I was trying to make it look decent in here, at least a little bit, but I might have missed the mark. So we're going to be talking about DTF. If you're not familiar with DTF, I'm going to explain to you what DTF is, the process. We're going to look at the machine. I have to tell you guys, this machine is like the easiest DTF printer to set up. It is the absolute easiest. I have the smaller version also of it, and it's the absolute easiest printer ever. And I've had quite a few ProColored DTFs. I have quite a few. Like I have the UV DTF, I have a UV ProColored, I have a DTF ProColored, I have the dual head ProColored, I have a smaller ProColored, I have quite a few ProColored. As y'all see, I really love the ProColored brand. I also have a Lockley DTF printer as well. By far my favorite. All right, so now that one goes a little slower, but if you're not looking to, we're going to talk about a lot of things DTF tonight. We're going to talk about the good, the bad, and the not so good, or the ugly. Or the bad is the not so good. Well, we're going to talk about quite a few things. Don't mind me. Let's see who's here so we can get into this, because I did cut out a template, like the SS6 version of the Jesus Never Leaves template, but I don't think we're going to get to that tonight, because we're just going to talk about DTF. So let's see who's here. Hey, Miss Rosetta Cobb. Hey, Miss Lena Doyle Crafting. Hey, Miss Martha Jordan. Hey, DB. Hey, Mirror Bear. I need to talk to them because we need to do one together. That would be fun. But hey, Twinsy. Hey, Miss Rosalind McElveen. Hey, Nomi, what's up, girl? That's my Nomi, y'all. Hey, Jennifer Ricci. Jennifer, your smile is so pretty. Like you got a big, I love it. I love it. I love big smiles and I cannot lie. Hey, Daisy. Hey, Karen Murray. Hey, Marlene. Hey, Tanyu. Yes, please remember to give this video a thumbs up on your way in. Even if you're just coming for a little bit, make sure that you give us a thumbs up. I'd appreciate it. Thank you so much. That really does help the algorithm. It helps push the videos out so others can see it. And yeah, so let me know. I'm going to scroll down, but let me know if you guys, if it's on subscribers only mode. And I don't know if I said, because I was kind of in a rush setting it up, y'all. So I have 3 computers in front of me because we're going to talk about everything. We're even going to go into the RIP software so that you guys can kind of see what that is. We're going to talk about what a RIP software is and why that's necessary and important for DTF printing. We got a lot to talk about in a little bit of time because, yeah. But again, shout out to ProColored. I didn't even ask them about anything. They saw the live that we did like a week ago when we did the ProColored DTF printer live, like what, last week or a week and a half ago or so. And they saw it and they reached out to me and they're like, you know, hey, you want to give something to your peeps, to your fellow crafters. So I'm very excited, very happy about that. Thank you so much, ProColored. But hey, Whitney. Hey, Faye. Hey, Miss Cheryl Green. Happy Friday. Hey, Kim. Hey, D. Smith. And also for anybody who is an extreme blinger, we will be having the Bling Box Zoom tomorrow at 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I don't think Terrell had a chance to send it out because I did not send him the link until maybe like 45 minutes ago. So he should be sending out the link for tomorrow's Zoom. Okay, he should be sending out the link tonight. Hey, Miss Merlinda. Miss Merlinda, I still didn't get a chance to even go back and watch the replay. Miss Merlinda and Shay Shay were live the other day. And y'all, this job is working me. I mean, I love it because y'all, if y'all know that I kind of like to always have something to do, like always be doing something. And this job does keep me very, very busy. It keeps my brain going, which I think is good because I've been super forgetful lately. So I'm happy about that. But hey, Miss Merlinda. All right, y'all, I'm scrolling on down. Hey, Miss Ruth. You know, Bush is working on making an ironing pad. Nice, nice, nice. So thank you for being here. Thank you for being in the bushes. That leads me to say hey to all of y'all in the bushes. Thank you for being here. I hope y'all are relaxing and having a good time. So hey to everybody in the bushes. Hey, Miss Sandra. This is what I'd be waiting for. Okay, this is the one on Friday nights. This is who I be waiting for, y'all. I be waiting for her to come through and let me know what's up. So let me see. Oh, okay. Thank you, Miss Sandra. I'm definitely gonna be watching that when we're done. Even though my Fire, I don't know what happened with my Fire TV in my room. Like all of a sudden it's been acting really, really wonky. So I'm not too thrilled with that. So I might end up watching it tomorrow instead of tonight, even though I prefer tonight. But yeah. So Marilyn said, Marilyn wants, I'm going to tell everybody, Marilyn is in the middle of working on something. So she's listening. She's not going to be able to chat for a while. Okay. Enjoy your work, Marilyn. Hey, Miss Joyce T. Welcome in, y'all. So we are going to get started soon. Hey, Dempsey Boo. Dempsey was live this morning too. And thankfully, Marilyn sent me a text message. I was just getting out of a meeting and Marilyn sent me a text message that Dempsey was like, I don't know if you're on there or not. No, did she say that? She said, I just wanted to remind you something she said, something sweet she said. Marilyn's the sweetest. And so she was just letting me know that Demps was on live. So I did get a chance to go on to Dempsey's live for a few minutes until I was called into another meeting. So, but she was actually still playing on my phone and I didn't even realize it. But That's fine. That's fine. But hey, I'm scrolling. Hey, Miss Ethel Smith Ames. Welcome in. Sir Jada? Hey, I hope I said that right, girl. I hope so. Hey, Mylene. If I miss any of y'all, I'm sorry. Nafisa, hey, girl. All right, y'all, I'm scrolling down. Hey, Jesse. I was about to say, and then I saw Jesse. Hey, Jesse. All right, let me keep going, y'all. I'm going. Hey, Danny, Patricia, and everybody. I got to scroll down. Oh, because y'all know I was late. I did. Hey, Jess. And Vera, I was just thinking about you. I was just about to tag you on Facebook. I was just about to tag you on Facebook and ask where have you been, because I have not seen you. Now, y'all know that I can miss in the chat. Y'all know I miss a lot in the chat, but I had not seen you. So I was just about to tag you on Facebook to see how you were doing. Hey, Rondrea. Hey, Donzel. Hey, Donzel and Jess and everybody. Hey, Miss Diane Wilson. Hey, Chris. Hey, Chris. Hey, girl. Chris, I really do need to get my life together. Because hey, Porgy, because Hey, Nicole. So Jess says she's now in her DTF printing era. So we're going to talk about this. We're going to talk about it. We're going to talk about it. So again, if you just got here, ProColored is sponsoring this live tonight, and they saw the live from a week ago, or however long it was that we talked about this printer, and they reached out to me. They wanted me to, like, tell y'all all the things again, and they're giving us 3 gift cards. So we're going to have a $100 gift card to give away, a $200 gift card, and a $300 gift card. Now, with this gift card, it doesn't matter if you're in the US or abroad. It's for everybody. Okay, so it's for anybody. So you do have to be a subscriber. I did not see somebody tell me if I have it on subscribers only mode, but I hope I do. I hope I have it on subscribers only mode. So we'll see. Again, once we get to the giveaways, I really only want people who are really interested in getting, not just a printer, if you want to get it for ink or whatever else, but I really want it to be for people who are really interested in getting or using it, right? So I don't want to leave, we don't want to leave money laying on the table. We want to make sure that it's used. Now, I'm not saying that if you win this gift card, one of the gift cards, that you need to use it right away, because you don't. ProColored has been around for a while, and we're going to talk about that a little bit more too. You don't have to use it right away, but I do want to know that, you do have some plans on using it. So thank you, Tanyu. Okay, perfect. Okay, thank you. Thank you, Monique. Thank you guys so much, because I was not sure. All right, so hey, Sandra Johnson and Brenda Hill. Brenda Workshop Scraps Hill. Hey. All right, so, girl, I got to ring the bell for that. Let me ring the bell. Because honey. Thank you. All right, so we got a lot to talk about. So we're actually going to print something out tonight, because my friend Fifi, y'all know Fifi, she has her 2 granddaughters, they're Girl Scouts. And so, of course, Fifi's already super duper creative. And so she has taken on the task of making shirts for the troop. Well, when I'm your friend and you've been super good to me, that means that I got to be the one to make the shirts, right? So I'm going to be making these shirts for her. They're front and back for the troop. It's not many shirts, but I did print out. I already have the left chest logos printed out. They're somewhere over here. And then something on the back of the shirt. So that's what we're going to be printing out. I was about to design something, and then something told me, Patrice, go on Etsy. See what they have. You don't have to reinvent the wheel. You don't have to reinvent. If it's there, then it's there. And I found the perfect design for the back of the shirt, because she really just, like, at first she wanted the Girl Scouts. I think it's the Girl Scouts Law or Promise. One of them. There's 2 different things. So she wanted that text on the back, but I felt like it was too much. I don't like a lot of text. Just like who wants to wear a paragraph on their shirt? Like, who? And I kept telling her that, but she was insistent. But I found something that was way nicer, and I can't wait to show you guys. Because it's cute, it's nice, like it's fine, like, but that whole paragraph on the back of a shirt was not doing it. You're right. Let me tell y'all, because I didn't know. I know that I did it, Dempsey Boo, but then I forgot. Like, I'd be doing a lot of other thousand things, so it's just not. I'm just gonna change it. So we have it on subscribers only mode, but it's like subscribers only for like 20 minutes, and that's y'all know we're gonna be here for at least 90 minutes tonight. And well, I ain't trying to stay on here for too long, so I'm just playing with y'all when I say that. I'm gonna do 2 hours just because. Well, no, I want to do a day. I'm gonna do a day on 2 days, 1 day, because I didn't tell anybody that we were having this giveaway. We've been planning it for a few days after that last live, and I didn't tell anybody that we were doing it. So, it's fine. All right, so guys, DTF printing. I have been doing DTF printing since 2022. And back then in 2022, there were not many companies. In fact, there weren't companies selling DTF printers. It's still very, very new to the craft market, to the home-based business. It's still very, very new. It was not being done. So when I first got my DTF, when I first got into DTF printing, I must say the person that I learned the most about DTF, and I was watching what they were doing or they were saying, and they were super duper active on YouTube. Can anybody tell me who I learned the most about DTF from? Can anybody tell me? There's probably two people we don't see much of. That's a hint. So 2 people we don't see. Who did I learn? This was like the first person that really, 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 really introduced DTF to us. Where somebody said it. It was Big Boy Prince. Nobody else was doing DTF. Well, Eve had started doing DTF. Eve was doing DTF, but I didn't really. Eve had like the big printer. Like I really didn't see. When I watched Eve, then it was like for embroidery. So, and then sublimation. So Eve had the big printer, but I didn't even know that Eve even had the printer until after Big Boy Prince. So Big Boy Prince used to come on lives, and he used to do videos showing DTF printing, right? And what it can do. Like he was doing a whole lot out here when there weren't anybody. Nobody was really talking about DTF, to be very honest with y'all. He was really out here pushing it. And then it started building. I'm like, oh, hey, that looks easy. Like you don't have to use HTV. You don't have to do any of that stuff. So let me try it out. Well, I wanted to try it out, but the only printers that they had for DTF at that time, you had to get the big Epson printers, and then you had to convert them yourself, right? So that wasn't really for me. So what I did was, somehow there's another guy here that he's not here anymore. Sometimes he comes around, and sometimes, like once in a while, he'll pop in and say, hey, does anybody remember him? And so what he did was he would convert his printers, like he would convert printers too, and turn them into DTF printers. And so Big Boy had his whole group of people that would be doing this. Yes, 40. So I saw 40 convert the Epson 8550. Like it was just in a live, like very grainy. Just it was a live that he did it, and he had already had it converted. He didn't show how to convert it. So I'm thinking like, hey, you can do the 8550. So let me try to do that. So that's how I got into DTF. 40 was actually very helpful to me when I got ready to convert the printer into the Epson 8550 into DTF, to kind of tell me the steps that he did and what he did to get his printer to work. And the rest is history. I got my 8550. I converted it into DTF. It was good for me while I used it. But I don't recommend that anymore. I won't. If somebody asks me, and people do ask me all the time, do you still use your 8550? It is in the garden. It's somewhere in a landfill somewhere. It's not here. I mean, I do have another 8550, but I'm not converting that into DTF because it's not really made for DTF. Did it produce beautiful prints? It absolutely did. It produced beautiful prints. I loved the 8550 when I had it. However, it clogs up very easily, and that print head just is not for the DTF ink. The DTF ink is too harsh for the print head of the 8550. So it doesn't always last long. Now, if you're into doing a lot of maintenance and things like that, then fine. At the time when I converted it, there weren't any ink circulation systems for that machine. So I was doing a lot of extracting ink, a lot of clearing clogs and things like that. So it didn't necessarily work in the long run for me. Okay, because you had to use it all the time. Like you had to use it. Well, Ms. Rule, we've been at this for a long time. I'm not new to this. I am true to it. Okay, like I put in work. I put in work in this little arena. So, and I had to do a lot of research. I had a lot of help along the way because when I got into it, people were not doing it. They weren't. So I had the 8550. I used it for maybe like a good year and then maybe a little bit less than a year, only because by that time ProColored reached out to me. This was 2022. They reached out to me and then they asked if I would be willing to try one of their printers. So the reason why I kind of stand by ProColored printers, and I have a great working relationship with them, is because at a time when nobody was doing this, ProColored took the chance and got into this market and started selling DTF printers. You could get DTF printers from Alibaba, but nobody else was selling to anybody at that time. And ProColored took a chance, and ProColored actually does listen to any suggestions that I may have when I say, like, not just me, but other influencers that they work with. They actually take in feedback and they try to make things better. And I see a big difference from where I started out with my first L1800 to now. I see a big difference. So I love the brand. I've worked with them several times. Have I been upset with them at times? Have things not gone exactly how I wanted it to go? Occasionally, sometimes, but they always make it right. If anybody knows, like, what was my biggest problem with ProColored? What was my biggest issue with ProColored? Dims, I remember game nights were really, 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 really fun. Really fun. Marilyn, you know you're 20. So my biggest issue with ProColored, and we're just going to start a little bit, my biggest and probably my only issue with ProColored, because when you get into DTF, you need to know that you're going to have to put in work. Okay, the printer isn't going to just produce everything on its own. You're going to have to help your printer out. You're going to have to prolong the life of your printer. Okay, you're going to have to prolong the life of your print head, not necessarily printer. That print head is what you're going to be protecting. Okay, so of course, when you get a new printer, it works beautifully. Everything goes well. It's when it starts to deteriorate along the lines that you realize that, hey, maybe I should have been doing that maintenance, because it goes a long way. Okay, so you want to make sure that you know how to operate your machines. You definitely want to know how to perform the basic maintenance of your machine. And if you don't, ProColored will help. Now, Marilyn says here that my biggest problem with ProColored was the hours of service. And it absolutely was. I hated their hours of service. And I think I said it all the time. I did not like the fact that I had to reach out to their customer support in China in the middle of the night. I live on the East Coast, and it just of the United States, and it just did not work for me. I was up in the middle of the night, and if the problem was pretty extensive, I was up late, like not late, super early, and I had to go to work, right? So I still, you know, I do all this and I still have a 9 to 5. Well, it's not really 9 to 5, but y'all know what I mean. I still have a job that I go to that I'm responsible to do. And so being up late at night was the absolute worst. And I think I said that all the time. Well, guess what? You don't have those issues anymore because ProColor actually listened. And I felt like if you are making machinery for anybody in the United States, you need to kind of accommodate them, right? At least have some way to accommodate them. So guess what they do? They have a warehouse based out of California. They have reps that answer calls throughout the day. They have US times that we can actually call them throughout the day and get help. And in addition to that, just in case you miss being able to call them throughout the day, you can call them in the middle of the night if that's your choice. If you're a night owl like Gail, Miss Gail, you can call them in the middle of the night and you'll be just fine, right? So that's one of the improvements from the brand that I'm overjoyed by it, because guess what? When I was setting up this printer, I had to call them about something. One of the drivers, like I just couldn't get the driver, and it was really me not following the directions because they give really, really good directions. And it was me just being antsy and not following the directions. I called them. And another thing that I was really skeptical about at first, and this was back in 2022 when I first got the printers, they had, even at that time, you could contact them remotely. And if you gave them access to your computer, they can go ahead and fix whatever you needed to fix. And when I tell you, if you do that, it happens like super quick. It's up and running. So they still offer that where they can go in and they can fix it and you're good to go. Okay. Now I wasn't comfortable at first, but let me tell y'all something. Now I don't hesitate. Now, but at first I was like, no, I'm not doing that. Like, yeah, there has to be a better way and blah, blah, blah. Listen, let me sip this tea because I'm going to give them access all the time. Like, you're going to think, like, I don't have to have a headache doing this. It works great for me. So that may not work good for you, but for me, it works great. So that's one thing that I love. And I think that's something that also sets them apart from a lot of people. Now, there are US companies that sell printers and DTF printers and things like that. But I am so excited and happy that they have US hours now that they can assist us when something goes wrong with the machine. Okay. And something can go wrong with the machine at any time, especially if you're not performing your maintenance, different things like that. Things can go wrong with the machine. They do have a recommended maintenance schedule for you, just like my little embroidery machine back there. They have a maintenance schedule of things that they suggest. And that's really to give your print head longevity. Because if that print head goes out, what's the most priciest thing to fix on this machine? Like, what's going to cost you the most if it breaks down? The print head. The print head is going, so you have to protect that print head. If this is an investment, when you spend $1,800. Now, this particular printer, that one is $18.99 right now, and it's that price until October 31st. Okay, if you use my code CRAFTABLETHINGS, you'll get $100 off. But that's the price now for the printer. They have like different pricing. They have sent me like it's right here. Yeah, it's like $1,900. The original price is going to be $2,900 or $3,000. But right now the early bird price is $18.99. You can use the $100 off Craftable Things code. And if you win one of the gift cards, then you can also get $300 off, or $200 or $100. So there's 3 gift cards. I don't know which one I'm gonna do first. Probably the $100 and just build up to it. Build up to the $300. Maybe we'll do that. I didn't think about that far. So then they also have the new smoke-free oven. We're gonna look at that. So they have the smoke-free oven and the printer for $2,600. If you are interested in any of that. All right. So DTF. DTF is a printing method, a t-shirt printing method, because that's what you usually use DTF for, is for t-shirts or apparel, hats, anything like that. Okay. And what you're doing is you're printing on a film. When we head over to the printer, you're going to see the film. You're going to be printing on top of a film, and that ink lays on. Now, what I can say from 2022 to now, the formula for the inks have changed, because back in 2022 to 2023, and probably before, when I started doing it, and even before, the prints would come out super wet. So you couldn't even, it had to lay flat. It couldn't come out and like just drop down out of the printer. It needed to come out where it was flat, because the ink was still very, very wet, and it would drip. Now the ink doesn't print like that. So it's still a little moist, where if you touch it, you can mess up the print. But now it's not dry, but it's not as much ink being let out or something. The ink formula has changed. Okay. But it prints on a film wet. Once you print it out, and this is still a case where you have to mirror the print. Once you print it out, you still have to put a little bit of powder on top, and the powder is the adhesive. It's adhesive in powder form. You sprinkle the powder on the back of the print while it's wet, and then you put it into your curing oven so that it can cure. Now, I always print, because I saw a lot of people asking this question in Delanda's live the other night. Some people recommend different things. When you start printing, you'll know what to do. And sometimes companies give you suggestions. I always say it's fine to watch, and it's fine to listen to other people's opinions and what we say and things like that, but you always want to make sure that you refer to what the manufacturer suggests. Okay, so some people suggest letting your print sit for a little bit before you powder it and then putting it in, and some people suggest powdering it right away. Now, I wouldn't wait a full 24 hours to powder it, because I've done that before, and when I put the powder on, that powder does not stick. Okay, that's because it's not moist enough. So that's the next part, is putting that powder on, but just knowing when you want to put that powder on. And once you powder and cure it, then you're ready to go. You're ready to press that onto the shirt, the hat, or whatever you have. You're ready to press and go. It's that simple. Now, with the oven and the powder, the DTF printer is, you don't really have to worry about that. But when you have it and you put the powder on and you're putting it into your curing oven or whatever you're going to be curing it with, you want to make sure you're in a properly ventilated area. Okay. And I also have a respiratory mask that I use and gloves. Okay. You want to make sure that because remember, there isn't any research. I can't tell you that what I'm saying is research based or anything like that, but I can tell you that you don't want little small particles of powder just going up your nose. Remember, it can be airborne. Once I open up this container, it's the powder is so fine, and you could be inhaling that. And you definitely don't want to do that because you don't know, what could possibly happen by doing that. Let me see. I've just been talking, and not answering any questions. Let's see. Hold on, Barb. So Barb, I see Barb said something. Hold on. Yes. Hey, Stacy and Twyla and Hey, Marianne. The white ink circulation, customer service, late morning. Yes, y'all know it. Y'all know it. Now, the white ink circulation, I can say that they have improved a lot with that white ink circulation system. This particular printer, DTF, was very messy for me, especially at the very beginning. Even throughout, like I've had my wall, like I've had ink splatter on my wall, all types of crazy things happen with DTF and me handling the ink. With the printers, with the K13 Lite and the K8 that I have, it was so easy. I was literally pouring the ink into the tank, and they have one button. I'll show you guys. I know I showed you last week or the week before, but there's a button, and when you press that button, that ink flows through the tubes. It just flows through. You don't have to have syringes to extract the ink out or pull that ink through the tubing. There's a button, and it just automatically pulls that ink through. So I love that upgrade with these machines, because I've spilled so much ink on things, and it's just not it. It's not it. So that's another thing. But let me see. I know I saw you guys say something. And you be prepared. Like, you don't have to. So I haven't really been babysitting my printers. You guys know that for about almost 3 months now, I really haven't been up to par, right? So there's days that I don't even come in here, which now I'm feeling a lot better. So I have been coming in here a lot more, trying to get back to normal. But with the K18, I leave my printers plugged in so that it can do its own maintenance. I haven't had any clogging, any issues with it, even though I hadn't been using it much. Sometimes I'll come in just to shake it up, just to do my own manual print head cleaning. But for the most part, everything has been going really, really good with my printers. So I'm very excited. I'm very happy about the changes and the upgrades that they've made to the machines, especially with that white ink circulation, especially with that. Here's another thing. Thanks, Barb. So Barb is also one who has been in the DTF world for quite a while now. Okay. Barb has had quite, like, she knows what she's talking about. And she also has the ProColored brand DTF printers. So also, you can do the maintenance on your print heads and everything like that. You just make sure everything's good. But like Barb said, they don't last forever. So there will come a time when you will have to possibly change it out. And you can change it out, okay? But it will come a time. It's just like I was saying, when I had the 8550, that print head, the ink for the print head is way too harsh for that, or the ink, the DTF ink was just way too harsh for that print head. Okay, so what we don't know is that, or what maybe some of you guys know, depending on the printer that you have, it could be the same company, right? It could be the same company, but a different version or model of the printer. Those print heads change. And it's based on the type of ink that's supposed to go into those printers, right? So that's where, you can find the problem at, is that, okay, this print head really can, it's the print head. So I prefer, I know that I converted that printer into DTF. I loved it. I had a great time. I do like taking things apart. However, I do not, and I think I said this earlier, I do not recommend anyone, especially if you don't have experience with printers, especially if you are very new, this converting an Epson into DTF is not the same as converting it into sublimation. It's completely different. It's not the same. Okay, because you're not really converting it into sublimation. You're just putting that sublimation ink. With the Epson, you will definitely have to make some adjustments, especially now because they have the new the circulation kits and everything that you can add to the 8550. I just would not recommend doing it with the 8550. The 8550 is a $900, or maybe it's $800 now, an $800 printer. And with that $800, you can put that $800 aside and get an actual printer that's made for DTF, where you'll have some type of warranty. When you are making changes to Epson's printers and adding ink that does not belong in their printers, a non-Epson brand ink into their printers, you are voiding your warranty. Okay, your warranty is voided at that point. Thanks, Barb, for that. Hey, Mrs. JB. All right, so Jess said, also be prepared to use a lot of practice film at first. That's a lesson that she learned. And you're going to use, and as you go on, you probably will, especially when you want to do like nozzle checks and things like that. But yeah, and you need to know the right direction, like which way to put your film in. Okay, so Brandy's asking, if you have to make like 30 shirts, would you do those from home or order transfers? So with this particular printer, I would probably just go ahead and order transfers. With my dual head printer, I have a dual head DTF printer. With that printer, I would go ahead and put those transfers out myself. 30 really is not that much. My printer can go ahead and knock that out at a very, very fast rate. So that's fine. With this particular printer, I would definitely say, I'm going to just send this to the printer and let them print it out for me. That's, that's how I do things. Now, I do want to say this because a lot of people feel like, oh, I'm going to get a DTF printer and I'm going to make transfers. I'm going to get a DTF printer and I'm going to make transfers and sell them because it's very lucrative, right? Well, if you're getting one of these printers, if you're getting one of the printers that's on the market now and you're thinking of making transfers with those printers are more so for small businesses, home-based businesses, crafters, things like that. To make transfers, you need a commercial printer. And I can make transfers with this. I've made some transfers with, I've made transfers with my dual head, but not for me to really be selling to anybody. My friends may say, hey, I have my family reunion. You think you could print me out some prints or things like that? Like how many prints you want me to print out? Like we can do something like that. But when you're talking about getting into business, selling transfers, this is not the printer for you. And none of these printers out here in the market that you can just go and get that's under like $15,000 is really going to be for you. Because one, you need more than one DTF printer when you're printing transfers. At any given moment, you can have a clog. Anything can happen. You may need to replace tubing. You may need to do something else. It's having one, and then now you have customers who've ordered tons of transfers from you and you can't produce them. And then this one, it's slower. It's not a fast printer. So you want to make sure that if you're looking to get into transfers, you may want to look at commercial DTF printers. And those aren't made for houses anymore. Those things are huge. Okay, could go in the garage, but they're huge. Okay. Hey, Boyd Apparel. Okay, let's see. Look, see, Dims knows. I would definitely order transfers. Y'all know, if you guys have seen my videos, you know I love transfers and I love a good local transfer place where I can go and pick it up, or Fifi will go pick them up for me. I need, especially if it's a lot. If it's a lot, I'm not trying to print them out like that. Let's see. See, look at Barb. See, 30. On my dual head, I could do it. See, Barb. But no, once it gets too many, yeah, I'm like, yeah, no. So Marilyn said that she prefers DTF over sublimation any day. Marilyn, me too. Now, I love sublimation. I think sublimation and the color that it produces is wonderful. However, you're limited to polyester. And I have to say, like, I've done hacks before. You guys have seen me do hacks before. But I'm just not a hack type of girl. Like, I'm just not. I don't think that anybody should sell shirts where they're using hacks, not even the DTF hack. I'm just not that like, I used to be a person who was like, oh, the hacks are so cool. And then when people would leave comments under my video saying, that's not it. Why are you doing that? That's dumb. And I would be like, oh, they're just mean. No, I feel like that too. Like, I don't want to do a hack. I don't want to. I don't want to. Like, occasionally I'll show y'all a hack, but I don't want to. Because it's just, hi, Denise, Miss Evelyn Warner. All right, so, okay. So we talked a little bit about the, hey, Kristen. And listen, and that is fair. Like, that is fair. Like, you have to know where buying these different printers, these are investments. Okay, I don't take any major purchases lightly. Like, I'm thinking, like, is it worth it? Y'all, yesterday, so my MacBook, my favorite MacBook, I've had this MacBook since 2015. Y'all, three of my ports are not working. And then it's just like the charge, I have to keep the charger in. Like, it's just not holding a charge. So I already knew, like, I had to do a battery. So, of course, I go take my little self down to the Apple store, like, la, 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 la. Like, can you guys see what's going on with this? They're like, this is old. I'm like, yeah, but it's fine. It's fine. I don't need a new computer because it's perfect. All of my life is on here. Y'all, guess what I had to do? I had to get a new computer. And I'm sitting here going back and forth with why I need it, why I don't need it. Should I get it or should I not get it? Because I needed to get it because to fix the computer, and I probably could take it someplace else. But I usually like to stay with what I know. But I can't take it somewhere else. To get the battery and the ports fixed, that was going to be $1,200. So I just like, do I want to spend $1,200 on getting this fixed? Or do I just want to go ahead and get a new computer. I went ahead and got a new computer because guess what? I need it. In the long run, this computer is 10 years old. I need a new computer. It's time for me to get a new computer. So I use it for my business. I use it for creating things. I have Adobe takes up a lot of space. So if I have a Photoshop and Illustrator open, now it starts to go super slow. Even if I have Silhouette Studio open, it can start going. So I have a lot of things going on, and this printer is just too outdated now at this point to really handle what I needed to do, right? So for me, this was an investment, and it made sense for me to get it. So when you're purchasing things, you have to ask yourself those questions. Like, is it really worth it? Like, do I really need a printer, or can I just get transfers? Do I really, if I get this, do I have clientele to service, right? So you want to ask yourself these questions because any investment, you want to make your money on that investment. You want to pay it off. So don't take these types of things lightly. Always ask yourself those tough questions. Because sometimes you're like, do I just want this or do I need it? And if I want it, what am I really going to do with it? Like, am I going to leave it in the box for months or leave it in the box for a year and never use it? And then, by that point, I'm ready to get rid of it, but I've already invested in it. So definitely ask yourself that. Now, as far as the maintenance, we talked a little bit about customer service, but I'm going to talk a little bit more about customer service because that is when I tell y'all, so they also have other people like kind of scattered, like ProColored experts kind of scattered throughout the United States. Depending on where you are, you can probably find somebody who can help you out with your printer. But the fact that they have US hours now where I can call somebody throughout the day, it's Pacific Standard Time though. You can call somebody throughout the day. Y'all, that was like the only issue that I had with ProColored, and now I don't even have that issue with them anymore. I don't have that issue with them anymore. It's perfect. Hey, Shamika. Hey, Miss Janita. All right, let me see if I missed anything. Did I miss any questions? I got another MacBook Pro. I'm going to get the same thing. I'm going to get I got another MacBook Pro, but I got, I think 32 gigs on it. I needed a lot more. Yeah. I already got it. Now I'm going to still use my baby right here because I'm going to have separation anxiety if I don't use her, but yeah. All right, let's see. Okay, I didn't miss anything. Marilyn, I think I got to that point too. Like, I don't have time for that. And I don't think the hacks are not made for selling. Like if you're making it for yourself or a family member or something like that, like, okay, but definitely not for selling. Definitely not for selling. Let's see. Okay, Ron. Hey, Ron. I've been struggling with those questions. I realized I just want a DTF printer. I don't have the business for it, though. I did have to purchase a new laptop the other day, however. That's what I'm saying. Like, the laptop that's for me, it's a necessity. I don't go anywhere without this printer, this computer. This computer goes everywhere I go. It's everywhere. It goes everywhere with me. It's always with me. Like, all the time. It goes to work with me. It goes to the gym with me. It goes to, if I go to get a massage, it goes everywhere I go. It goes with me. So y'all, I gotta call Nikki who does my hair. I left my purple Stanley there at her salon. I forgot to call her and tell her. I gotta call her and tell her. I'm pretty sure she saw it and she probably kept it. Like she probably put it up for me because I'm there nearly every week. So I'll see it again. All right, so we talked a little bit about the maintenance of this particular printer or any DTF printer, right? We talked about the maintenance. The maintenance is super duper important. These have a self-cleaning system set up with it. So that ink, it circulates, it does a cleaning. After a certain amount of hours, it does a cleaning for you. And then it's really taking care of itself, right? However, does that mean that you don't have to do anything to it? No, you want to check on your machines. So what I do, if I'm not working or printing for a while, I'm checking the tubing on the inside. I look on the inside to make sure that the ink is still flowing through the tube, because if you see air in that tube, you have a clog. You have a clog. And another thing I like about this printer is that before, the other models of the printers, you really didn't see the inner parts of the printer. Like, I was literally taking the printers apart when I had to work on them. I was literally like taking the doors off, taking the backs off and all that. Now, the new setup of these printers and the build of the printers, you have easier access to the different parts that you may need to fix, that you may need to work on. So you're not taking the computer or the printer completely apart anymore. You can easily go in and, you know, do whatever to the tubes, do whatever you need to change a chip out, or whatever you need to do. You need to do that. The printers always also come with like backups of different parts, like that if you may need to fix the most common things that may go wrong, it comes with a kit of things that you may need. So I do like that too. Have I ever really had to use them? Not really. Only with my dual head. And the dual head, the only time I ever sent one of their printers back was the dual head. Some of you guys may have remembered last year, I didn't use the printer for a while, and the white ink clogged. Okay. So for those of you who don't know, with DTF printing, the white ink is the ink that's going to give you the biggest problem. Okay. That is the ink that clogs. Okay. So that's why you need to make sure that your circulation system is working good and that white ink is being circulated. Okay. I had a clog in the pipes, in the tubes, and I tried everything I could to fix it. And I think I made it worse. So I ended up sending that back. That is the only, I think I have about 7 ProColored printers. That was the only one that I've ever had to send back. And it started because I was not doing any maintenance on it. It started like the beginning of the year last year. And that was a time where I wasn't feeling really good. And I couldn't. And so it clogs and I sent it back. That's the only time. And I have another dual head now. That one's beautiful. It's beautiful. I don't have any issues with it. Again, I told you guys about customer support. Customer support, you can call. Now, I do let them handle their business remotely on my computer. I do have a computer that I use for that. And we're going to talk about the computers for DTF. So for my DTF printers, I use this printer, this computer to do it. It's a PC. With DTF printers, most DTF printers, you cannot use a MacBook with most DTF printers. I have another not printer. I have another computer that I use, another PC that I use for my printers as well. But this is the one that I use mostly. You need a PC for the RIP software. Okay. You need a PC for the RIP software. Now, I did tell you guys before, like only one other, that's why I was so amazed that with my the UV printer that I have now, the newer one, that I could use an app for it. But for most of my printing, I'm using this computer to print because the RIP software goes on here. You do need a RIP software. With DTF printing, your computer only wants to print black. Like, it doesn't want to print white. So the RIP software is what tells your computer and tells your system to print the white. So you do need the RIP software in order to print to DTF, or in order to print the white. That's what you really need it for. You really need the RIP software to print white. That's what you need it for. Because you can print, you can print from wherever, but you need the RIP software for that. Yep, you need a PC. Hey, Coretta. Hey, friend. You need a printer. Okay. Believe it or not, the maintenance. So again, like I told y'all, I started out when there weren't any DTF printers out here. So the maintenance was rough, and I did learn a lot about maintenance, like maintaining the printers. I learned a lot in the very beginning with that 8550. And I learned a lot from Big Boy Prints and 40. They actually, like, because they would show how to clean it, what to do. It was messy. It was very messy back then, but they showed and why you were doing it. So I did learn a lot from them when it came to like proper maintenance of DTF printers. And at that time, I was working a lot more. I must say, I don't have to work so hard with this printer or the K8 printer. I don't have to work so hard, but I do need to, check in and do my print heads and nozzle checks and things like that. The software that that's the RIP software. It's really just a portal to print. The RIP software is not a design software. So you're still going to design. If you design in Silhouette Studio, if you design in Adobe, wherever you design, you're still going to design in those softwares, but then you're going to import it into your RIP software on your PC. So I started, the first RIP software I had was CADLink, and then I started using, what was the other one that I used? I used another one before. I can't remember now. But now I use ProColored with their printers, and this is a good thing too. I should have mentioned this earlier. With their printers, you also get their RIP software. Now, RIP software is very expensive. So when I first got that 8550 and I converted it and I had to get the RIP software, I had to pay an additional. So that printer, let's say, is $800. I had to pay an additional $450 for the RIP software. But with ProColored, with this price of your printer, you're getting the RIP software also. So you get that. And I think a lot of the other companies have adapted that in some way. But if you're converting your own printers and things like that, you may have to pay extra for the RIP software. The RIP software isn't difficult. We're going to go into it in a minute. What time is it? 8:50. We're not doing too bad. We're going to print something out. I was going to print out all of the girls' things for their backs, for their shirts, but I'm going to walk you guys through the process from start to finish. I was going to bring you guys over on the MacBook, but I'm just going to send it over here to this printer. I'm going to send the design over there. Because like I told y'all, I got this off of Etsy. I didn't feel like doing anything. I didn't feel like doing it. I really didn't. Strong, let me save this to document. We're just going to call this strong PNG. All right. No background, transparent. All right. And with DTF printing, you guys will see when I bring it in, you have to have transparent printing. If it has a white background or whatever behind it, it's going to print a big white square behind. You don't want that. You definitely don't want that because you're going to go through your white ink super quick. Okay, the white ink, because there's usually 2 layers of white being laid down, especially if you have white in your image, it's still going to lay even more white. So you gotta be careful. Hey, Up Designs. If I miss anybody that came in, I'm sorry. Hey, Pete Lee. Yes, Miss Evelyn Warren, I did. Hey, Kevin. So do you have? Yep. That's this printer right here. But I also on this printer, I have Silhouette Studio on this printer too. Like I have Silhouette Studio. I have like some other softwares on this printer. And the only reason why I really have them on this printer is because my Mac was like, it started going slow and I put it on here. But I do have to say, like, I actually do like Silhouette Studio on a PC. Like it's my thing now. I do like it. All right. Yeah, it's not unnecessary, but yeah, I need it. I have two computers for it. Yeah. See, Bobby said Bobby said, I don't have enough demand for all that maintenance and things that go with it. I have someone 45 minutes away that will do it. See, that's perfect. That's why I love the printers. I will print. I don't have a problem printing, but when it's like a lot, I'm just gonna go ahead and have have them do transfers for me. But if you don't need it, then you don't need it, and that's okay. That's perfectly fine. See, awesome. All right, y'all. Tamika says she buys DTF prints. Good. A755. All right, y'all. So I'm going to take you guys. That's basically, you know, everything with the ProColored. Let me get back on because I got kicked off. I don't know what I did. I was changing my screens. Hold on, let me refresh. I was changing, like doing my screen names or my Apple IDs, and one Apple ID went over to my iPad, and I did not want that, but it did. So, uh-oh. Wow. I'm coming, guys. I just gotta change it so you guys can see it. That camera. This would happen to me. It's all Flip's fault for calling me during the live. Hold on, y'all. I gotta go back on here. Let me do a refresh again and see if I can get back on here. And then we're gonna do the printer. That camera. I want the back camera. There we go. Okay. All right, y'all. We're almost set. And I'm trying not to drop my. I knew I was gonna do that. I'm coming. All right, let me see if I got this fixed in. You guys can see the printer. All right. We're ready. We're ready to rock and roll. So if you just got here, again, this live was sponsored by ProColored. And ProColored, they launched the new K13 Lite, which is right there. They launched that today. And they are giving us 3 gift cards, a $300 gift card, a $200 gift card, and a $100 gift card. And we're going to give those away tonight. You don't have to be in the United States. You can be wherever. And all I'll need from you is your email, phone number, and the country that you're in. And I'll send that to them, and they're going to contact you with your gift cards. Okay? So, but that's the printer. I'm going to remove it for now because we're going to look at the software a little bit. Okay? Let me share my screen. Let me see if you guys had any questions while I was gone. Miss Lena Doyle Crafton has been a member for 30 months. Thank you for being a member for 30 months, Miss Lena Doyle. Hey, Stitch and Shine. Okay, let's see. Marlene says she does not have any room for another machine. Hi, Miss Brenda Shoot. Okay. 755 Media for 34 months. Thank you for being a member for 34 months, 755. Is the ink expensive? It used to be expensive. The ink used to be expensive. It has gone down quite a bit, but of course that's because there's more, more options out there now, more people. At one point, there weren't many people selling DTF ink, right? So now there's a market for it now. So I do feel like the ink has gone down. I don't feel like it's that expensive. I do feel like I have to get more white ink all the time than any other color. So I'm gonna, if I buy one bottle of one color, like the cyan, magenta, I need to buy 4 bottles of the white just to compete. Hey, Miss Marissa, happy Friday. Happy Friday. Hey, Lakeisha. Hey, Robin S. All right, so let me share my screen. We're going to go in and we're going to open up the RIP software so you guys can see. Now, another thing with the RIP software, you have to have a dongle when you use the RIP software. And you also have to have your computer connected to the printer. So right now it's not connected to the printer. But once we get ready to print, I'm going to head over and connect it to the printer. There's a USB that's already inside the printer, and it's just going to, that's how it's going to read. All of my printers like this, I need all of my DTF printers, I have to have it hardwired to the computer. Okay. So this particular computer usually stays near the machines. Whichever machine I'm using that I used last is going to stay connected to that one. So we're going to share our screen, entire screen, and hopefully it won't kick me out like it did before. Oh, I didn't really mean to share it that fast, but it's fine. All right, so now we're just going to go here. We're going to open up the ProRip software. And this is the ProColored software. Okay, this is the ProColored RIP software. Now, you're not designing in this software. Yes. You're not designing in this software. You're just printing. This is the portal to print. Okay, this is how you're going to print it. Done, y'all. I got to send myself this. I don't have a, if I had another USB around, I would just do the USB, but I don't. All right, so it's opening up. And I'm just sending, and then you guys will see how that goes. Now with DTF, remember I told you guys we're going to have to cure the print too. I need to see what size I need to make it. But in the meantime, we're going to look at the software. So this is the RIP software. This is your canvas. And these are just the options up here that you will, that you will need. If you want to bring in an image, you click here, add picture. This is your select button. You can clip, which is almost like cropping in a way. That's what you can do. You can just click clip and crop. And then they just have, like, you can resize your canvas and different things like this and settings. Okay. This is, for me, it's very basic. I don't feel like it's super hard. You're not going to be able to change colors. You can resize. You can do things like that, but you're not going to be able to change colors of designs or anything like that. Okay, you're not going to be able to create text and add a name or anything to it. You're not going to be able to do that with this software, but you are going to be able to print. Over here, these are areas where you can change, the output of the image, like the color of the image. If you want to add a little more cyan, yellow, whatever you want to do, you can add it here. I don't necessarily usually play with it. I'm usually pleased with the color, the factory settings of it, but there are people who are actual pros with adjusting colors and things like that, and that's for them. Okay, so with the clip mode or crop, you could actually split your design that way. Like I've done that before, but they also have, if you had like, kind of like how when we have sublimation, we're doing all over prints and you want to cut it up, you can do that with this as well. I'm going to stop sharing for a second because I need to go into my email. I just emailed myself something. I emailed myself that print. And we're going to print it out. Now I am going to turn the oven on. Did I plug that oven in? I didn't. I didn't plug it in. Oh, maybe I did. Maybe I did. All right, so we're going to, did I send it to the right place? What email did I send it to? I thought I sent it to the, maybe I didn't, y'all. Let me see. What email did you send it to? Craftable Things. What email is this? It looks like it did. I thought I sent it there, y'all. All right, we're getting ready to print it. I'm going to just go to my other email. Let's see. All right. I think I downloaded it. Okay, it should be good. And this is just the Girl Scouts creed or whatever. Or I don't know what it's called. I think it's a Girl Scouts promise. I think that's what they call it. Hold on. I should eat dinner. I'm getting hungry. Okay, let's get back. We're ready to rock and roll again. Let me share my screen. Share entire screen share. All right, so now we're back in the RIP software. Again, this is not a design software. This is not a graphic design software. It is a RIP software. It is just a portal for us to be able to print to our DTF printer and use white. There are other printers that use this as well. UV printers use it. White toner printers need RIP softwares, and that's just so that you can be able to use the white ink. You can print white, okay? Hey, Lady Mahogany. Hey, Elba. Yes, Elba, how is hubby doing? Okay, so now we're going to get ready and import. And again, we're just going to tap onto this little image here for your picture. We're going to bring that in. And this is what I'm printing. And I'm printing this because I really need to print it. So it's going to go here. And we'll probably do a press 2 to complete the whole full process. All right, so this is the image that I'm going to print. Now, this should be, let me check my canvas because I do use this particular RIP software for my K8 too, which is an A4 printer size. So I just need to make sure my canvas is set good. It's at 11.693. That's good. And I'm just going to click OK. Okay. So let me get out one of these shirts just so I'll know the size that I want to print it. I cannot change. I want to print one of the kids' shirts. I cannot change the color. Anything that I want to do like that I may want to change the color of the print, I need to do that before I even bring it over here in the RIP software. Okay. Now, with DTF, you can print on cotton, you can print on polyester, you can print on white, you can print on colors, pink today, you can print on a black shirt. With DTF, you can the possibilities are endless. You're not doing a hack or anything like that. Okay, so that's another reason why I love DTF printing. Now I'm just gonna get this. I just want to measure the back of the shirt just so I can see like what size I want the heart to be. Since I'm going to actually be using that, that it can be about. For the medium shirt, the youth medium, I'll do about 9, like a 9-inch wide. It can be smaller or larger. It just depends. Now, when I printed out the little left chest logos, Fifi thought that they were too big. So I had to print them out smaller. And all right, we're going to make it about 9. If you look down here at the bottom, you can see the dimensions down here. And you have your proportions locked. You can lock it or close it. You can do different things down here. You can rotate. You can flip it. And this is just moving it up. And this is for aligning purposes. So, you know, they have basic things like that you could do. All right, so we're going to stretch this out just a little bit more. I can put in 9 inches here if I want to. Like if I did 9 here, you can just do that to make your life easier. Don't be like me. Now, I can go ahead and print more and create my own gang sheet here. So that way when I get ready to print, it'll continually print that same image. So if I clicked here, and just drag down. I held my Alt key down and dragged it down. And if you look close, like you always want to make sure it's not touching. Okay. So this isn't really touching, which that's going to be fine. I'm just going to do 2, right? Because I'm going to be using the oven. I don't have my shaker oven to go through to do that. And I probably would, for something small like this, I wouldn't do it. I'm only printing out, I think 6, maybe more. That it looks like more than 6 shirts in that bag. I gotta tell her it looks like more than 6 shirts, but just 6. All right. And this, it has like a snap feature, so it'll snap it in place. We're going to then, this is exactly what I'm going to do. We're going to click rip. And when you select rip, if you notice here, I already have everything kind of, you know, done. This is mirrored. This is automatic if I needed to rotate it, but I don't. But it's going to mirror it. And you always want to make sure you treat it kind of like sublimation where you have to mirror it. You're going to mirror it. All right, so let's get ready to rip it. That's not printing. Ripping is just getting it prepared to print. All right. Now, generally, I would tell you go ahead and do a nozzle check before you actually print. Do a nozzle check to make sure nothing's clogged up, that everything's printing fine. But we're just going to go with it. We're going to, because remember, it's been doing its own self-cleaning. So maybe it's fine. Maybe it's fine. Right. So I'm going to go ahead. We're going to take this back over to the printer. And I'm going to connect it to the printer, okay? So y'all see me go over here. I'm going to connect it. And I'm just putting this USB. It's a very long USB cord. So I'm just going to connect it that way. And then I'm also going to turn on the oven, the curing oven. All right, so you guys see that? So now I'm going to right click, and then I'm going to press print here, okay? Because it's done ripping, I'm just going to print it. So I'm going to remove this screen, and we're going to bring up the printer. Y'all look a little wonky because of me, huh? Hopefully you guys can see that good. Now I do have the powder, and I keep the powder in the bin. All right, let me go ahead. I'm going to select print. And then the machine's going to start. All right, I'm going to remove. And then, so it's already printing. What I should have did was, I should have moved the film back a little bit because I'm wasting film at this point. Okay, I'm actually wasting film. All right, I want to see if you guys can see it better. If I will, if I over here. I was trying to see if I could get you guys to see inside of there. But I don't know. So you see how it's printing? So it lays the color down and then it lays the white down after. I don't know if y'all can even see that. So for something like this, like for an order like this, it's worth it, you know, to have the printer. But if you don't have the need for it, then, you know, continue to do transfers. But I love being able to have this and this option to do. All right, do we have any questions or anything? I think I'm trying to think if I need to show you guys anything else in the RIP software. That's how basic the RIP software is. Now, you saw the other options where you can crop it and do different things like that. And I think I showed that before with this printer. But you can do other things. Let me turn on the curing oven. Is it plugged in? I think it is. Oh, maybe it's not. I thought it was. I should have had it plugged in over there, but we don't live a little and plug it in here. We don't. And it's at 135 degrees Celsius. Okay, let's see. Let's see what I missed. What did I miss? What did I miss, guys? I don't think I missed much. Hey, Miss Zelda Brown. Enjoy the bushes, 755. Enjoy the bushes. It's getting better. Mm-hmm. Hi, old school music Himbo. I haven't seen you all. Y'all see how that's going? Now, before, it was a time when it had to be flat, and there were like, it was just, you had to make sure nothing was touching it, and it was just crazy. But now it's so much easier to do this. I don't know if you guys can even see anymore. But you'll see. No, y'all can't even see it. That's because but that's what happens. The ink lays down first, and then the white ink goes on top. But everything looks wonderful. Hey, Evie, in the bushes. And then you guys will see it come out. So it's printing out two of them. But I'm telling you, this has to be like the easiest DTF printer setup that I've had ever. Ever. Well, let me not say ever. The K8 was easy. The K8 was basically the same setup like this. So, and I just love the K8. Even though it's smaller, super duper easy. See. Yeah. Yeah, no, a lot of people prefer cotton, and that's the thing. Like, you know, a lot of people prefer cotton. Well, I have a like men, I think, prefer well, a lot of men that I usually deal with, they prefer the dry fit shirts, which are the sublimation shirts. They prefer dry fit. They even prefer like the dry fit polos for embroidery. They prefer dry fit. But overall, I get more people who want cotton shirts, and they'll be like, no, I don't give me polyester. Like, they love how the sublimation looks, but they don't necessarily, you know, everybody doesn't want that. Like, the sublimation is perfect for like the tumblers and things like that. It's perfect, but for shirts, everybody doesn't want it. And y'all, I don't want to have to be weeding vinyl. Like, I don't. Mm-mm, mm-mm. I don't think. Yeah, the only vinyl that like when I use it are like the specialty vinyls. So like glitter. They do have like glitter film. For those of you who may not know, they have like glitter film. I had a roll that Kingdom DTF sent to me. I don't see it. I wonder where it's at. But they have like glitter film, or like the holographic film. I do have some videos showing it, like, but they were a while ago. Nothing with this printer. I can show. Maybe I'll update the video and do it with this printer. But they do have like glitter. They have holographic film that's supposed to give you glow in the dark film. That's supposed to give you that effect. But it's just not the same as like glitter HTV. Like the glitter HTV is very nice and vibrant, and it's glitter. You may get like some little small specks of glitter in the film. They do have chunky, I think, but it's not like the chunky that we're used to with HTV. So I'm still a glitter HTV girl. Like, I love glitter HTV. You can't, of course, you're not getting puff with this. I'm trying to think what else, or the metallic, or the foil. They have some metallic film, but it's different. Like, they have reflective film too, but I just feel like, you know, it's just not. It's not the same like the HTV. But I ain't trying to do HTV. I'm not. Like, yeah. Like, even like I did some stuff for some of my students, and I printed that out. It was a single color, just like this. Now, can you do what I'm printing out now? Can that be done with HTV? Absolutely. It absolutely can be done with HTV. Like, I can get a green glitter HTV. That would probably look beautiful too. But I'm just not. She specifically asked for DTF, but that's only because she knows the difference of DTF because she's here all the time. So she knows like the different printers and what they can do. And she's like, no, I just want DTF. Yeah, for hard substrates. Me too, Jennifer. Hey to Kenya. Michael's have this Caesar puff glitter. I got some. Well, I have some Walla puff glitter HTV somewhere around here. Listen, I'm still a glitter HTV glitter girl. I love a nice glitter HTV. I do, but I don't want to have to weed it. Hey, Rebecca. Stitch and Shine Designs. Yes. So I did. I think, and my goal, and I'm glad that you put this here because that's my goal to say that a few times because I always get that question. As far as the 8550 is concerned, I don't think that I got the 8550. I told them earlier back in 2022, and I loved it when I had it. Like it printed beautifully. It was really, really nice, but that printer is not made for DTF. Like you're going to have to alter the printer so much that you might as well purchase a DTF printer. This printer is 18 at this time. It's going to go up, but this printer is $1,899, $1,899 until October 31st. With the 8550, you're going to be paying about $800 for that printer. Then you're going to have to pay $450 for the RIP software. That's if it didn't go up. RIP software, that's what I paid for the RIP software back in 2022. So then you're going to be paying $450 right there. You're already at way over $1,219, about $1,300, $1,350, right? You're already up. Like, then you're going to have to buy a circulation system. So you're going to need to get the ink circulation system for that computer, for that printer. I don't know how much that's going to cost. Then you have to just buy so many different things. I had to buy a chip for that printer. I had a special chip to reset the chip, a chip resetter. I had to buy that. So you end up paying, like once you start adding all those things up, you end up paying more than the $1,900 you would pay for this one without the warranty. They also send ink with the printers. You also get a set of ink. You're gonna have to buy ink for your printer. So it starts adding up. When I converted that printer into DTF, there were no companies selling to us. There were no companies selling printers like that, like home-based DTF printers. There weren't. So that was my only option because I didn't want to get one of those huge printers that people were getting and converting those into DTF. So I got the 8550. I converted it. I used it. It was good at that time when there were no other options. But now there are options. Everybody's selling DTF printers now. ProColored was one of the first companies to start selling the printers. And I think their earlier printers, of course, they worked hard, they changed, they listened to feedback, and they've gotten so much better with their printers. So I would not recommend getting it. I don't. This is Leslie Cash Tips. Hey girl. I had to put out an ABB on you, girl, because I hadn't seen you in a while. I'm glad that you're doing good. I'm glad that you're doing good, though. You're busy, but good. I don't like weed either. I can't take it. Like, I think now because this is an option, and this is one of the selling points for DTF, is that you can you can have a full color image and not weed, or a single color and not have to weed anything. I'll take it. So I think that one's already done. The first one is already done printing. As y'all see, it's coming out of the printer. So it's still printing that same part, but it'll be done soon. And this is heating up. Heating up. Hey, Ron. Okay, let's see. So my dual head is way faster than this. So the dual head printer is faster. It is a lot heavier. Like this printer is not that, it's not that heavy. It has a roll. It has a roll feeder on it. So there's a, if you guys see that little red tube there, it's on a film roll. The dual colored is super fast. The dual head is super fast. So it's way faster than this one. Girl, you got that then. You go, girl. You go, girl. Crystal Johnson said Michaels also has a bigger line of the Brick 600 too. Thank you for sharing that. So Barb says she uses sublimation a lot. It's great for sublimating patch material for backgrounds with embroidering patches. That's true. That's, yeah, that's nice. That's true. That's true. That's true. I'm supposed to keep from losing business to Amazon. Yeah, they need to. All right, guys. This is print. So this print is about, so I printed out two, Kevin. I should have just printed out one, but I printed out two images, and this one was about 9, like about 9 by 8, I think. Let me check. Let me check and see for certain. This one is about 9, yeah, 9 by 8.345. So 9 by 8.345. So it's not overly big, but I printed out two of them. The first one is already done printing. So that one's done printing, and it's printing the second one now. We should have been timing it, but it's printing the second one now. Yeah. So when we get ready to do the giveaway, after we do, we're just gonna go through the whole process, and we'll see. What you get. The dual head printer is faster, Miss Ruth. It's faster. And it's still like the 13-inch wide printer. It has the roll feeder on the back. You can, it goes through like that. With that printer, generally, like that's the printer that I use the shaker oven with. The one that it goes into the shaker and it powders it automatically and then it goes through. Then it does that. So, and then I'm getting another printer, so I'll be able to like show you guys not next week, another time though. Yeah. But yeah. It goes through and that's what it's for. It's just faster. That's it. It's faster. And even with the dual head, I wouldn't necessarily say, hey, yeah, you can sell transfers now. I do think that, when doing DTF printing or having a DTF printing business, you do need more than one printer. One printer is definitely not enough. Hey, Laura E. Yeah, Kevin, it's a nice size. It's like 9 inches. It's gonna go on this kid's shirt. This is a kid's a youth medium, I think. Like I have a few of these to put. It's gonna go on the back, and then we're gonna put. Let me get these other ones. So I printed these a few, maybe like last week sometime. And then honestly, she wanted white, but on that pink shirt, it's like a light pink shirt. I think this is fine. So these are the prints that's going to go on the front. I should have had the heat press on. I could have pressed it. This, she felt like this was just too big. She felt like this one was too big, so she wanted me to make it a little bit smaller. So I did make them smaller. But y'all know I like a big press. I like a big print. I don't like the small ones. But it's not my shirt. It's not my party. All I'm doing is printing. And with the system, like you can do like, do your own gang sheets when you need to. But when you're printing out with this, and you're using this type of curing oven, you're not going to be able to put a whole long gang sheet. So you're going to have to cut it up to do it, to put it in there. That's why I like the shaker oven combo, because you don't have to worry about that. You can just let it print and go, and it's curing it for you. So yeah, that's it. Well, there y'all. Any other questions about DTF? We're gonna try to get this done in, what time is it? 9:30. My goal is to be done by 10. We're gonna do the giveaway. We're gonna give away first the. I think we're gonna start with $100 first, and then we'll give away the other ones. But I think I told y'all everything that I had to tell y'all. Let me make sure. Because I don't know. I don't know. Yeah. I think I'm pretty good. I think I told you guys everything I did. Yeah, I did. I covered everything that I wanted to tell you guys. The main thing though is that customer service, ProColored has very good customer service. But the fact that now I don't have to be up all night talking to them, oh, y'all. And I haven't had to have one of those sessions since my dual head was clogged up to the max. But I still don't want to, like, I don't want to have to do that. I don't want to. Hey, Lolo. All right, y'all. It's still printing. We're going to get ready to... Oh, you know what? Let me turn on the heat press. I should have been turned on the heat press. Let's hope I don't blow a fuse in here today because, yeah, everything's going to be on. I'm just cutting these up. That's what you do with a gang sheet. You cut it up. You cut it, you cut it, you cut it. Okay. Let me see. Did anybody have any questions? Hey, Brandon. Welcome in. I need to go get me something to drink. I know I can't function without my Stanley. All right. All right. I cut a few of these. I'm trying to just get as much done now. I think I am going to finish this. I'm going to try to do it tomorrow before the bling box Zoom. That's my plan. All right, let me go check on my print, make sure it's good. I'll see it coming out. I got this image off of Etsy, so if there's anybody else in Girl Scouts that needs something like this, I got this off of Etsy. It's looking great. It's halfway through. So remember, like I said, like this is not one that you want to just say, you're going to sell transfers, with this one. I wouldn't. No, I wouldn't. But to make a few shirts, yeah. Yep. The L1800, some of you probably remember my L1800. Terrell actually has the L1800. That particular printer, one time, like I made maybe like 75, 80 shirts. We had a project to do for the school. We were working on like school morale and just like shirts, and everybody was buying shirts and things like that from us. And we probably had maybe about 75, 80 shirts, maybe even more than that. That L1800 did it for me, but it was a lot. Like it took a long time to do it. So that's not necessarily, ideal for me. Are we stopped? Let me see if I did. And then this other, maybe it's doing like a clean. It sounds like it's doing a clean. I haven't seen it on, and it's going back. So it's almost like it did a clean in the middle of the print. Like it stopped and then it did something. I don't know what it did, but it like stopped. I don't know if it did like a clean or something, but it did something. Can you show the door head? Yeah, I have the. It's not in here with me, so I'll do. You know what? I'll do another live with that printer, so you can see. But I have showed it before. Like I have some videos showing it, um, and maybe some shorts showing it. But it's not. It's yo. I can't fit another machine in this room. What is the size of the other DTF printer you said it wasn't easy setup? The K8. So this one's the K13 Lite. The other is the K8. And let me put it. I'll put that one in the chat. They may not have that one. This one, the K8 that I have, was a limited edition. They had a K13 just like the K8 that I have, and that was also a limited edition. Now this one is the K13 Lite. I love the K8. But it's basically the same printer. Like it's just with this printer, the same thing with the K8. You press one button and that ink starts to flow through your tubes. And what has happened to me before is that with the K8, I've had air in the lines. And when I press that button too, like that pushes that air out as well. So I don't have to go and get syringes anymore to kind of try to pull the air out to pull that ink through. The same thing, like they're both pretty much the same. I'm gonna see if I can pull up that K8. And that particular printer, it prints 8 inches. It's like an A4, so it's like 8.3 inches wide. And that's why they use like K8 and then K13 because 13 inches wide. So that's why they say that like that. Hi, Adina. So a day, I have used it a day. This one, it all depends on what you're printing, like the size of what you're printing. But this one it's not a super fast printer. It's fairly slow. Like it's not super fast. You guys see I have 2 images here on this film that we're going to see in a second. It's not a lot, but it's taken us a few minutes, not a few, so it's not super duper fast. But I can't even say how many prints I'm printing out a day with it, because I don't use it all day. Barb, do you have any like how? Because Barb has a few. Barb, you have the L18. You have that first L1800 too, right? I think this is more similar to that one, but I think it may be this one's still a little bit faster than the L8, that original L1800. Yes, I would recommend getting the oven with it. I would. If you don't already have one, because I would recommend getting this one. And this is like the smokeless oven. Like this is their upgraded oven. They have other ovens too, but I would definitely recommend getting an oven. If you lived in South Florida, I would probably give you an oven because I have quite a few curing ovens that I don't really use. So see, Barb has 2 L1800s. So what's your average? Because Barb definitely does more printing than I do with her L1800s than this one. What's your average output a day? Like because Barb likes her L1800s. So how do you feel about them, Barb, and its output? Between uses, will you have to run the solution to prevent it from clogging? So Ms. Zelda Brown, I that in my K8, and I've been using the K8 since January. I haven't put any solution in it at all. So it also comes with when they send you the printers with the ink, it also comes with like your, what is it called? It's a clear liquid. It's for your print head. So if you're not going to be using it for a while, you use that for your print head so that it doesn't clog. So I haven't had to use any solution at all with the K8. This printer, I've had it for like a month now. I had it for a little bit longer, but I didn't unbox it till maybe like 3 weeks ago. But I haven't had to use any of this. I haven't had to do any cleaning solution With the 8550, I used to have to do a lot of cleaning solution, a lot of things to unclog it. The Protect, thank you, Mayor Bear. It's to protect your print head. Yes, 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 yes. Stitch and Shine, you need one? Then send me an email, because I have something I need to get rid of. Marilyn, me and Marilyn were just talking about getting rid of these all the curing ovens that we don't really use. Send me an email. All right, so now I'm just going to bring it out. And so these buttons on the side, it helps you move it through. So with this, I need to make sure that this slicer is going to clear. It's not going to mess with my image. So I'm just going to hold it and then slice it off. And so now we have our two prints here. And that's what it looks like here. A little bit. You guys can see it a little bit. Now I'm going to grab my powder and powder this. I don't have the let me move my laptop too. I don't have the camera over here on, so like I usually have it where you can see it. I didn't put it on today. So let me move you guys a little bit closer, just so you guys can see a little bit before I take this off. So if you look here, this is the button I was talking about, that it is the ink extraction. So it's an automatic ink extraction. So it automatically extracts the ink from the tubes. And you guys see the tubing right there? This is the tubes. So that's what pushes that ink through the tubes, this, when you get ready to set up. But everything with this particular, like everything is really accessible. The motherboard is over on the side of the printer, and there's a door that you can just open it up and get to it. But that's what it looks like on the inside. You have your print head right there with your dampers and everything. Now, the other thing that I want to talk about, which, let me see if I can move you guys over here without seeing my whole messy situation over here. All right, so this is the powder. I'm going to get ready to powder. But another thing that I don't necessarily talk about much is over here is your ink. And you guys see right here, this is your waste tank. So you have to clear this waste tank out. You don't want it to fill up and to come out. So you see how mine is like about right here? It's like I can go ahead and empty it now, or I can wait a few to empty it. But this is your waste tank right here. And you have to, get rid of that. I'm just trying to think if there's anything else I need. This is the ink circulation. And this is your white ink being circulated in there. That's your ink circulation right there. But this is the setup for this particular printer right here. All right. So I'm going to get ready to, I'm going to remove the printer for now. Uh-oh, I had the wrong thing up. I'm going to remove the printer for now. I'm going to get ready to powder this. And again, remember I said, I like to use my gloves and then also my respiratory mask too, because I don't want to inhale any of that powder. And we're going to powder the back of it, the back of that sheet that we just took out. And then we're going to put it in the curing oven. Okay. So I have my respiratory mask on. Hey, Penny. And then I'm just going to put this here. Just like this. And this part is important for you to be in a well-ventilated area. All right. So this is our print. And I'm just going to cut this a little bit off of the top from that part that I wasted. Okay. Inside of the machine, inside of the printer, there where the print head is, there's like a little red dot, like a red light. That's to tell you like kind of where you need to place your film so you don't waste it. I just wasted it though, but it's fine. So I'm just gonna get this film. I know you guys can't see what I'm doing, but I'm gonna go ahead and put some of this powder on top of the image and just coat it. Because, and I do keep this covered. Like I don't have the powder just open. I do keep it coated or closed. Oh, okay. I'm just gonna powder this up. And then after I powder it, we're gonna put it in the oven. All right, girl. Okay, and then I'm just gonna kind of get rid of some of this excess. That's the one good thing with the shaker oven combo. The shaker oven combo, it does all of this for you. It even removes the extra powder that may be on. Okay, so now we're gonna head over to the curing oven. Good. Now I can either slide this out or open it. Well, maybe I can't open it. Oh, maybe I'm just weak. You can open it. I think I might just be weak. I'm going to put this in here just like this. And then I'm just going to slide it in. And we're going to turn it on. All right. So it's going for 70 seconds. I'm going to close this cover back. I'm going to put this back over here. And so now it's going. Like you can hear it. It's not very loud. And I don't think, Marilyn, I know your other printer you had was kind of loud. But what do you think about the K? What do you think about the K13? Like, do you? I don't feel like it's loud at all. The printer itself to me isn't loud. So I'm just gonna put this here. I'm gonna pre-press the shirt before we get started. I don't know if you guys can see. So I'm just pre-pressing it. I'm gonna get my lint roller, just like I would with sublimation. I'm gonna lint roll it. Remember, there's a adhesive on the back of that image. All right, so we're all done. Okay. You should have on gloves when you're doing this, but okay. You should have on gloves when doing this, but I don't have on gloves. So okay. All right, now we're coming. The printer, no, it's not. Now there's like a fan. There's like a fan inside of the oven. Like that's the loudest part of the oven is the fan inside of the oven. Outside of that, it's very, very quiet. It's very, very quiet. It does not make, even when it's printing, it does not make a lot of noise. All right, so the back is now cured. So if you guys can't see, like it kind of look, okay, now you can kind of see like that scaly look on the back of it. Now I probably could have added more white, like adjusted the white a little bit, but I didn't. I just used whatever was in the system. You can control how much white prints out on the back, like how much you use. But that's the look that you want. Like your DTF print should have like that scaly look on the back of it once you cure it. Okay, that's what that powder turns into. So I'm just gonna go ahead and cut this out. And I just cut it apart. So these two printed out for us. And this is what the image looks like. We're gonna put it on the shirt. I hope I got something on it. Let me try to bring the iPad over here. I like lost some screws in my tripod wheels. I don't know how that happened, but it did. Come on. Cooperate. All right. So I'm just gonna bring you guys over here just so you guys can see better over here too. Or on the heat press. Oh, that may look good. Okay. So we're using the. Did I not pre-press that yet? I don't think I did. Sorry guys, we're almost done. It's 9:50. This is almost my time. Don't pay attention to my messy desk. Okay, it's messy for a reason. Because I didn't clean it. So I'm just gonna push this in. We're going to give this a nice little pre-press. And then I'm gonna place the front. Oh, let's see it again. All right. So this is good. Uh-oh. It's not good. The back has like a little piece in it. See it. All right, so this is gonna be a left chest logo. I usually don't really do kids left chest logos. It's rare. But she still said that this was too big. I think this one's too small. How much I think she's gonna be if I put look at that small one. That one's too small. She's just gonna have to get over it. I wouldn't necessarily do this with just anybody, but she's my friend. And I feel like I have to make an executive decision because that one's just too small. Like I actually want to print it out bigger. I want to print these out bigger, but I'm not going to do it. But yeah. Let me measure this down. Because oh, that's going to be too big. No, that's too small still. This is still too small, but oh, this is what happens when you listen to your clients. You shouldn't listen to your clients. Well, you should listen to them, but I'm not listening to it. I'm sorry, guys. It's about 6 inches down. I'll bring it up 6 inches. About 7 center. That looks good. About 4. We're good. We're good. It's going to go right there, just like that. There you go. All right, so I'm pressed it. Now, DTF, you do 2 presses. You do the first press, and that's for us to get it on the shirt. And then the second press is going to be to kind of make sure. Oh, yo, so I did get some T-seal. What did I do with it? But I did get some T-seal. I haven't used it. Yet. So I need to find it. So this is, that's the first press. And then generally I let it cool off. We're going to do another press. I need to get a piece of parchment paper. So we're going to do a second press. And that second press is going to be the heart that we made. What's the largest print that DTF can do? Well, with the K13 and my dual head, they're both 13 inches wide. So a little less than that. You can't print a full 13 inches, but a little less than that. All right, so I'm going to put this right here on the back. Y'all, I could even make this a little bit bigger too, but she kept saying the shirts are so little. Oh, this is going to be really cute. I think she's going to really like this because I love it. This is going to be cute, y'all. Oh. All right. Let me grab the parchment paper. I'm only putting the parchment paper here on the back because I feel like I have like some powder on it. It may or may not be on there, but now I do have rulers for youth shirts, but I'm just not using them. I'm not using them. So, and I'm also not going to be using those smaller left chest patches. So it's going to be fine. I'm going to grab another piece of parchment paper because I'm going to put a parchment paper on the heat plate or the bottom of the press and on the top. Oh, don't fall. Okay. So I'm going to let this cool off. And this is our shirt. It looks really good. Even though I felt like I could have added more white to it, it still looks good. All right, let me grab another piece of parchment paper. And then once we're done with this, we're going to do our giveaway. So this is just, the parchment paper is used for that second press. Now, people have taken, like, they've done different things with DTF. So while I was at the Racoma event, I told you guys a few weeks, like last week or the week before that, people were saying that they were using sandpaper to press, like very thin sandpaper to do that second press to help give it like the texture that they wanted. They were using different things, a piece of linen instead of the parchment paper on top of the press. So there's different things that people are doing to, you know, to really make the DTF look like it's a part of the shirt. With the parchment paper in that second press, I do feel like it does a good job, but yeah, there are a lot of people who are doing so many different things. Oh, well, I'm glad you made it home, Evie. I'm glad you made it home. And I got some tea seal. I don't even know where I put it now. It's probably in the other craft room, I think. It has to be. All right, so this is cooled down. So to peel it, all you're going to do is, like I usually peel it and kind of go down in a downward motion. And I'm always super careful when I'm doing it, just in case some parts didn't get enough pressure, especially when you're dealing with like small letters like this. So I kind of go like, you know, a little slow, just in case something didn't necessarily get pressed good. It'll be, you know, I can always put it back under the heat press and press it again. All right, I'm going to go ahead and remove this one, the back of this, and I'm just going to do a nice little peel. With this particular print, you can't really tell. You can't really tell like how shiny it is now because it's more so shiny. Like it doesn't look like, let me see if I can make myself bigger a little bit for a little. And then we're going to do the giveaway. So you see how this one looks like it's not necessarily looking like a part of the shirt. It does look like vinyl on top of this shirt. That's what it looks like. That's what it's giving me, just vinyl. But once we do that second press, let's see if the hand, you guys see how that hand looks like on top? You can't necessarily see the fibers of the shirt. Okay, so I want you guys to remember that. It just looks like a piece of ink or vinyl on top of the shirt. That's what it looks like. We're going to press it one more time. Okay, so we're going to press this one more time. Oh, here's another way that you guys see how that looks? You see how that top part looks, that green looks? So the second press, this is why you do the second press, because the second press really does make it gel with the shirt. Like it doesn't, because it's not sublimation, it's still on top. However, the fibers, it starts to look like the fibers of the shirt. Thanks, y'all. Thanks, Evie. Thanks, Elba, Robin. Okay, good. Y'all can see it. Y'all can see it. Okay, so we're going to do a second press, right? So we're going to head back over here. And I put parchment paper here so I don't have to do two presses because of the back. So, but I'm going to put the shirt like this. And then we're going to put this, since this is larger, I'm going to put another piece of parchment paper here And then we're going to press that. Now, generally, you only have to press it right now. I pressed that first press, 325 degrees at 25 seconds. The second press, I usually press it for like 10 seconds, but honestly, I always forget to not, to take it up after 10 seconds. So it usually stays on for a little bit longer. Like that stayed on for a little bit longer. So I'm just going to take this off. And that looks good. Let me see how this one looks. If I need to do a second press, that looks fine. So if I go close to you guys, I want you guys to see this hand or canvas on the second press. That people are using different things, Barb. Yeah, so I have the T-seal, but I did not bring the T-seal. I have to find it. Like I haven't even used it. Like I had it for maybe like Eve was talking about it maybe like 3 months ago, and I purchased some, but I never opened it. So I don't know if you guys can see. No, I don't think y'all can see it good. So now with the shirt, like I can see like the fibers of the. No, you can't see it. It looks blurry to me. You can't see it. Let me see if you can see with this one. No, that one still looks. Yeah, no, I'm gonna press this one from the front too. Maybe you'll see if I press it from the front. Like this side, you can't see it. But definitely, like Marcus uses camden. People use linen. People use, like I told you, sandpaper. I was really surprised with sandpaper that people were using sandpaper to do it. All right, so I'm gonna look this up. Okay, let me see if that did it a little bit better. Maybe, maybe not. I know it's hot. Oh yeah, it did better. Hold on. Let me bring it closer so you can see it. Yeah, but that's why I went ahead and did this one with the second press, so you can see it, because you really have to be able to see. Like I want you to see like the shirt, like how it looks with the shirt. Let me try to see if on this camera it'll do better. If you guys will see it better there. Let me see. I can't see. So I don't know if you guys can kind of see. No. No. That's kind of super duper close. But you should be, I can see the fibers of the shirt print in it. I don't know if you guys can see it. I don't think so. I don't think you guys can see it. I could see it, but I don't think it didn't look like you could see it on the camera. Let me see on the back on this hand. You can see on the hand. I don't know if you guys can see it on the hand too. Oh, that's kind of close. We're getting up close and personal. No. I don't know. I can't see it. But I'm turning off the tea press because I'm done for the night. I am done for the night. All right, y'all. So this is our shirt. This was the shirt. So I ended up using the larger one. This one is not too large. Look at this. Look how small she wanted me to do it compared to that. No. So I did the larger one, and that looks better. I should have did it even bigger than that. And then the back. This is a medium, a youth medium. So I think it came out good. I love it. Love it. All right, y'all. So I gotta make like 6 more of those, but I'll probably make those tomorrow. I'll probably make it tomorrow. Let's see how that's gonna go. All right. Brenda Schubert did come. Thank you, Nicole. You guys can see it good. Thanks, Kevin and Miss Willie Roseman. Okay, so give me more Hazel. You can see it. Thank you. Okay, y'all see it. Laura E. Lena, we did. Okay. Thanks, y'all. Okay. Yeah, so that second press, that's why the second press is necessary, because it really does make it look like the shirt. Like that's one of the benefits or the beauties of sublimation, is that once you press that into the shirt, it becomes one with the shirt, right? So, you know, we want DTF to kind of have that same look to it, even though we know that it's not sublimation. So that's where that second press comes in handy. Hey, Bonetta, thank you guys. Okay, good. Hey, Miss Geneva. All right. So that second press is it's necessary. It's necessary. All right. Thank you, Mary Bear. I got that back part. If anybody it does Girl Scouts, like this came from Etsy. Etsy. Y'all see how vibrant that color looks on the back of this shirt? Like it looks so good on the back. Like it's very nice on that pink. So it looks good. But your girl is tired, and it's 10 o'clock, and I said we wanted to be done by 10. So we're gonna do 3 giveaways. Okay. When you do a giveaway, all right. So I've been playing around with StreamYard, and look, this QR code is for, it'll take you to the printer if you're interested in the printer. If you just want to learn more about the printer, again, it is only at this time, it's only going to be $18.99 until October 31st. Today was the very first launch date, but it's going to be $1,899 until October 31st. Okay. And then the price is going to go up to the original price, or the retail price is going to be $2,999. Now I think it's worth $18.99. I like that. Now, also, if you do make a purchase, my link is listed below in the description, or that QR code. But if you make a purchase, remember to use my code. It may automatically be assigned to that QR code or to the link below. But if it's not, make sure you use Craftable Things, and you'll get $100 off. Okay, you'll get $100 off. And we're going to do the giveaway. So if you don't have any intention on getting one of these printers or buying anything from ProColored, please, please, please don't even enter the giveaway. It's fine. It's fine. Don't even enter. I only want, if you're serious about maybe getting it, you don't have to get it today, tomorrow, next week, next month. But I mean, if you want to try to get that discount, then you need it by the 31st of October. But if you don't have any intentions on using it, please don't get it. Okay. So we're going to give away the $100 gift card first. I was thinking of doing the $300 first, but I think we're going to wait to do the $300 last. So and if you win, you need to send me your email address, your phone number, and the country that you're in. Again, this particular giveaway it doesn't matter what country you're in. It's not limited to just U.S. residents. So it's, whoever wins, you win. Good night, Bobby. It does look good. Thank you. All right, let's see. All right, let me. Okay, I got to remember how to do this. StreamYard has made so many changes. I got to do the giveaway. Let me grab my. Hold on, y'all. I got so much stuff on this desk. I got to grab my keyboard. What is this called? StreamYard giveaway. Giveaway tool. Ciao. Your girl over here is this. And I want to make me another quilt block too. Can't make it tonight. I did have my other template out to practice with, but not tonight. All right, so let's say, the giveaway, or the word is going to be ProColored, because they're the ones giving this away. I'll put it on the screen in a second. Share screen. We're going to share Chrome tab. Share. All right. So I'm going to come back over here to you guys so we're going to do 3 3 rolls. So the first one, this first one is going to be for the $100 gift card. So if you are interested in the $100 ProColor gift card, leave a comment. Again, it's going to be one, like, oh, you can only win one time. You can only win one time. So if you're interested, if you're on the fence, if you may not, who knows? Again, if you already have a ProColored printer, or you just like, yeah, I don't need it, but you know, maybe I want some of their ink or whatever the case may be, then you can use it for that. But it's going to be a gift card. You can use it for a new printer, wherever you want. You can use it. All right. Hey, Josie Boo. And then we're going to go again. Thanks to ProColored for sponsoring this live and this giveaway. This is not affiliated with anybody else except ProColored, not YouTube, not Facebook, not StreamYard, not anything, anybody, any company, brand, just ProColored. That is it. So we're going to give away. I'm going to give us a few more seconds. And then I'm going to put up my email address. Just send me an email with your I'm going to have your email from that, but your email, your phone number, and the country that you're in. And they will make sure that you get the gift card is going to be coming directly from ProColored. And this is the email that you want to send it to. Patrice at CRAFTABLETHINGS. That's where you're going to send it at. All right, we're going to get ready to roll, y'all. Let's get ready and roll. And this one is for the $100 gift card. I'm going to do giveaway. Let's do draw. And let's see who wins. Dr. Johnson! Congratulations. That gift card is for $100. I'm going to write just so I can remember too. Congratulations. This is awesome. All right, y'all. So we're going to change the word because y'all know how StreamYard does. And I'm going to change the word to, let me see. I'm just going to go back. Well, we're going to leave it ProColored, but let's do, I don't know if y'all can hear, I'm getting tired. Let's do ProColored 1, the number 1. So ProColored and 1, okay? And then I should have did that as 2 though, but it's going to be ProColored 1. And this one is for the $200 gift card. Okay? This is for the $200 gift card. Yeah, Kristen, you know what happens, Kristen? So I used to just click that, but then it would keep picking the same winner over and over and over and over and over again. Like it's done that so many times. So I'm just like, let's just go ahead and just change it. But you could draw again though. You can. All right, we're gonna see who wins. I'm gonna give you guys a few more seconds. And then we're gonna see, and this one's for the $200. Oh, y'all are fast. Y'all are very fast. Oh, y'all, I'm gonna eat for dinner. What time is it? Oh, it's late too. Well, then we'll see. All right, we're gonna get ready to draw now. Let's get ready to draw. And then the next one is going to be for the $300 gift card. Dee Dee, congratulations. Congratulations on winning the $200 gift card. Let me click Dee Dee. That is awesome. All right, so now we're going to do the $300 gift card. So we're just going to do ProColored 2. That's it. Let me type it again. All right. And then we're going to click start collecting entries. Yes, congratulations, y'all. This is so fun. Hi, y'all. I'm telling y'all, if I did not agree to come on live for lunch day, I think I probably would be in the bed sleeping. But I do like this shirt. Fifi's gonna love this shirt, and I'm gonna tell her, don't tell me what to do no more. Don't tell me what to do. You had me putting this little tiny design on this shirt. It could have been even bigger than this. And she's probably watching. If you're watching, girl, you did the most having me do that. Oh, it looks good. I'm glad y'all can see the fibers. It even feels like it takes that sleek feel away from it when you do that second press. All right, let's see. Are y'all ready? Oh, we're ready. This one is for the 300. Let's see who. I'll give you guys a few more seconds just in case. Just in case. I'm going for the 300 till we had Dr. Johnson and Dee Dee. Let's go ahead and draw now. Let's see who wins. Let's see. Miss Linda Gray, you go, girl. I gotta send some fireworks or something. Was this the fireworks? Y'all know I haven't been doing. Oh, yep, those are the fireworks. Congratulations, Miss Linda Gray. So you guys just have to send me your email, your phone number, and the country that you're in. But I think all of you guys are in the US, so and they'll get you the gift card. So that's perfect. Y'all know I gotta see if they can do this again. Like, when will they be able to do it? Like, when can we do this again? Like, maybe one day you'll give away a printer for me. Like, can we do that? Like, that'll be good too. We just give away a printer. That'll be awesome. Like, you ain't even got to give them the oven because I got tons of ovens to choose from. I can give away the oven. You can give away the printer. We can make something happen. We got to see. So, yes. Well, I appreciate you guys so much. This is the email address for you guys to send it to me. I think all of you guys know my email address. So, that's my email address. This is just a QR code. I don't even know if it even works. Let me see. I don't even think I can even click on it. I don't know. Oh, let me see it from my phone real quick. There's something new that StreamYard is doing. Like, even like I could maybe even put like a video link. Let's say I'm doing a live about something and I can have like a video link or video links for if like so that you can see other videos that I've done. Oh, snap. It does work. It does. It took me right to it. It does. I don't know if y'all can see, but it does. It did work good. So, all right. Little StreamYard coming up with all these things. I don't like the little StreamYard logo on here, but it's their thing. Let me move it out of the way too. It's under, if you're doing StreamYard, that feature is now under media assets, and you can just drop your link and it'll automatically create a QR code for you. Pretty interesting. They've done so many changes. StreamYard had to justify that huge price hike for their subscription. They had to justify it. So I guess that's their way of coming up with all these cool little things. Okay, I want to remove something else. Hold on, y'all. But they have a lot of different things going on. I'll remove that. I used to use that like when I first started doing lives. I used to always have like this up, and then I stopped doing it. This is super. I'm just playing around with StreamYard now. I know y'all like, bro, what are you doing? Just playing around with StreamYard. Oh, hey guys. I like this. You can even do like a little square. What's the difference between, I don't know what's the difference between those two. Oh. Okay. I'm just playing around with the stuff backstage in StreamYard just because. Oh, that did the same thing. No, this is my default camera. All right, y'all. It's been fun. Good night, Miss Nina Door Crafting. Congratulations to everyone who won. Uh-oh. Oh, for like supplies. I think it can be used for supplies. I think it can be. It's going to be a gift card. And I'm going to just let her know. Like, I'll email her. Don't worry. If you want to use it for like ink or something. From a screenshot from watching. Oh, nice, Kristen. That circle is fancy. It is fancy. Good night, Jesse. All right, y'all. It's been wonderful. And okay, thanks, Miss Sandra. I'm definitely going to be checking it out. I don't know if I can watch it tonight or in the morning, but I'm definitely going to be checking it out. Definitely. All right, y'all. I love you guys so much. Thank you, Barb. Barb, I was trying. I was trying to have all the information to leave all the details. I appreciate you guys so much for hanging out with me. Thank you so much. Again, thanks to ProColored for making sure I made it here tonight with y'all and making it worth it by offering us some giveaways. Thank you so much. But guys, remember to be kind to yourself, be kind to others, but definitely more importantly, be kind to yourself, because I strongly believe that when you are kind to yourself, when you are loving on yourself, when you are practicing self-care, and self-care doesn't necessarily always mean going to spend a lot of money. Self-care may just be you chilling out on your porch, you relaxing, you just doing something that makes you happy, that you love to do. Uh-oh, Marilyn called me. Hold on, guys. Marilyn? Oh. Oh. Mhm. Okay. Okay. So she said to draw again? Yeah. You know I didn't see it in the chat, Marilyn. You know that. You know that. Thank you, Mirror Bear. Okay. Later. That was Marilyn, guys, as y'all know. So I'm gonna draw again for Dee Dee because I totally missed that in the chat because y'all know I was getting ready to say what I usually say. So I'm gonna Dee Dee still send me an email, girl. Thank you so much for telling us, and Marilyn for calling me before I got off of the live. So I would have to do it again. All right, let me share my screen. Again, guys, we're going to share and we're going to draw one more time. Okay, let's go. All right, so the next word is going to be ProColored, but with a 3 at the end. So if you're still here, good luck. And this is for the $200 card. This is for the $200 gift card. So yeah, but I'll say what I'm going to say. So just remember, practice some self-care. Christian even said like you could do like a face mask, like buy a face mask. Just relax. Do something for yourself. When you're kind to yourself, you're kind to others. I strongly believe that when you are kind to yourself, you are kind to others. Okay, so don't forget, when you see somebody on the road, in the street, wherever, in the store, it's okay to speak to them. It's okay to speak to them. You might be the first person that has said something to them all day. You might be the only person that says something to them all day. They may be having a bad day. Things may be going on. And then you speak to them, and that one gesture, that one act of kindness, that can change their life. That can definitely change their life. And don't walk into buildings and somebody's right behind you and let the door just shut in their face. It's okay to hold the door for somebody so that they can come in if they're close by. It's okay to do that too. That's the right thing to do. So All right, y'all. We're going to get ready to draw. Let's see. All right, should I wait a second or are we all good? Let me know. I think we're good. I already said what I was going to say, and that's all I'm going to say. After that, it's going to be have a good weekend. And we're going to get ready to draw now. Let's see. This is for the 200. Vera! Congratulations, Vera. This is for a $200 ProColored gift card for a printer or ink. And if it's for the printer, don't forget, if you click on my link and you use my Craftable Things code, you'll get $100 off of it. In addition to whatever you use it for, you'll get $100 off. As long as if it's a printer. I don't think they're giving $100 off like if you're buying ink and stuff, but for the printer, you'll get $100 off. So congratulations, Vera. Congratulations to all of you guys. Yep, they're able to use the code along with the gift card. Yep. You know I had to verify that, damn Sipo. I had to, girl, you know. So thank you guys so much. Congratulations to all the winners. And yeah. Oh, that's Stitch and Shine. That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about. Yes, Dee Dee, thank you so much, Dee Dee. Please still send me an email. Please, please, please. Thank you. Yep. All right, y'all. So I love you guys so much. Thank you, Jennifer. Yes, yes, yes. That's what, like, I wanted to be upfront. Like, when there's good, there's bad, there's ugly with it. Like, I've gone through some of everything with my printers, but I love DTF. I absolutely love my relationship with ProColored. Again, they now have U.S. customer service hours. So they have a U.S. warehouse here now in California. They have U.S. customer service hours. And I think that makes the biggest difference because that's staying up late at night. Y'all, it's when it was in the middle of the night. I was up all night sometimes trying to fix the printer, doing all this stuff. And it's just like, and now when I give them remote access, and a lot of that too before, like I did not want to do remote access, but now I live by remote access. We're fine. It's okay. But I do use a computer that doesn't really have any of my personal information on it when I do that. Like the printers that I use for printing, that's all I use those for. So that's the only thing. Yep. See, Marilyn said she worked with them during the afternoon yesterday, and it was great. Yes, 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 yes. Absolutely. I love you guys so much. Thank you guys so much for hanging out with me today. We talked all things DTF, and we actually made a shirt. We went in the software. Y'all saw the software. It really isn't hard. It's just a portal to be able to print. And it's really to print the white ink. So I love you guys. Thank you guys so much for hanging out with me. Tomorrow, Stacy and Jess will be on in the morning. And then Saturday, who else is on Saturday? Sometimes Sarika comes on. I miss Sarika being on Saturdays, but she's in her self-care, she's going to be coming on whenever she comes on. And then Sunday morning, Shay will be on Sunday. Crafting on a Dime with Shay will be on Sunday. And then Sunday, Evie's going to be on at 9. We're not so good. It won't be until next week. It's my dad's birthday on Monday. And so we're supposed to be going for a fancy smancy dinner on Sunday. So we'll be at dinner Sunday. So I don't know if I'll be around much. I have some work to catch up on, like a lot of work to catch up on. So that's it. And then Monday, Angel will be on. And then Tuesday, Bias LLC, Rachel will be on at 4:30 Eastern Standard Time. And then I'll be on Tuesday. I'll be on Tuesday. Maybe we'll do, I have the SS6 cut out. And this one I cut out, not the ombre version of it, just a regular version of it. I may cut this. I may do that on Tuesday. We'll see. We'll see. I love y'all. Until next time, y'all. Have a good weekend. Later.